All right, guys, we are back for round 16 of the 2021 Supercoach season, or just AFL season overall. Almost 2,400 as a score, not terrible. There were definitely bigger scores. I think like the top score was probably around 2,600. I could check, but I really don't want to know. League wins went up in rank, even if it's just a small bit, probably because of so many big scores this week. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's sort of sucked if you were a Lockie Neal owner, or a Cam Guthrie owner, or a Bond captain like I did. I had it on McRae until like 25 seconds before the game and switched it. Anyway, we'll get to the team. Laird, another great game coming off last week. Last week would have been a bit higher if he didn't get tagged by Curnow and just kind of run out of gas, honestly. He was just so tired. In the fourth quarter, you could see him on the bench. It was like hunched over. Yeah. I mean, that's what it takes for Adelaide to even come close to winning, which is interesting. Well, yeah. Stewart, good game, 107. The first quarter, I think it was the first quarter, was big for him. He was pretty much like keeping him in the game, making sure it wasn't like 50-0 in the first quarter. Yeah, he was good game. Geelong ended up winning. Refs helped, umpires helped them. Whitfield 81. Take that. It's not bad. Obviously you want 100, but it's not a 50. Yeah. Are these? Okay, I don't know what's up. Maybe they're still changing the schedule. Just bringing up last week's game. Yeah, Whitfield was good. GWS somehow managed to beat Melbourne. I actually didn't mind them going in. I thought they were always a chance to upset, but they actually did it, which was surprising, so that's cool. He had a goal late, which I'm surprised they didn't give him more points for, since it was close. They only gave him, like, I think overall, like, 3-4 points for this goal. That's champion data for you. Lloyd 93, he's just having an off year. It's not even I can't say bad year, it's just an off year for his standards. Probably bounces back soon. Did West Coast even advance the ball all game? That game was terrible to watch. Maybe next week he'll actually do something like who the Swans versus the Dogs. Should be a good game, so Lloyd should get a pretty good score. May 131, he's just doing good. It was definitely worth the price that he was. I think he was like 470 or something when I brought him in. No, it would have been less, maybe about 450. Definitely worth it. 131, it's top scorer in defence, and considering he was the cheapest to bring in, that's pretty good. Short 65, but Hooley is out now. Who knows how long? I think it's like 4 weeks. I haven't actually read into it. All I know is that he is out. That's great for Short. That's when he was putting up his good numbers. So, like, it sucks that players injured, of course, but for Supercoach, it's all right. The bench, Highmore kind of just dropped from that hot streak. Still take it. For a lot of people, Highmore's the D7 for the year. I don't really see him getting dropped. I think St Kilda are just ride it out. You don't have any changes really to make. People come back from injury, slot them back in, but really don't touch the team. Like, you're not making the 8, so why bother? Bianco. Again, I don't think he gets dropped. Why would Collingwood drop anyone? They're like contenders for the bottom of the ladder. Yes, he should stay in. So I think this is good for D7, D8. Bont 83. I knew that this was going to happen. He's only missed the ton twice, or 3 times now, and one of them was against North. Collingwood was round 1. Which, yeah, round 1 doesn't matter all that much. It was North. I knew that this would happen again. I knew that he would miss it, but damn it, I put the captaincy on him. Never listen to Supercoach discussion. They always tell you the wrong thing. Don't even listen to me. Yeah, should have kept it on McRae. Steel 154. He had like crazy amount of tackles. I think he had like 14 or something like that. Does it show? Yeah, 14 tackles. That's a lot. Yeah, that was really good from him. McRae 138. Just a normal game for him, honestly. Did he even break a sweat? Just getting some easy touches and having a pretty good efficiency. I can't remember what it was, but it must have been pretty good for him to keep a high score. Lions, a bit disappointing. Considering it was his old team, I did expect a bit more. But, 123 is not bad. I just expected a bit more, a bit closer to 130, which I would have taken. Yeah, that's still a good score, though. It's above his average. He's averaging 120, and he's above that, which is always good. Merritt 107. Parrish is just going off this year, so it doesn't leave much points and much touches around for other midfielders. Yeah, so Parrish you'd obviously rather have, but I think there's growing to be like 100k difference between them. Josh Kelly, 118. Take it. He was pretty cheap when I brought him in. Walsh, 138. Walsh is still young, so I feel like this is just going to be a yearly thing that you just always have him in. Like McRae is always in the midfield. Like your final team always has McRae in it. I feel like the final team's just going to start to have always Walsh in it. He's just too good. All these guys are pretty young actually. Like Bont's not that old. Who's the oldest? I can't remember the age. I think Lyons is the oldest. I actually don't know. Yeah, Brayshaw, I'd say there's after next year he'll be that. It's weird with him, right? Because every report says he's so durable. His stamina is always so high. He's always beaten himself in time trials and stuff like that. But then he has low time on ground when it comes to game day. Like I think he ended the game with like in the 70s, which isn't really that good. Yeah, it's just one of the oddities for him. Yeah, moving on to the rucks. Neither had like a crazy game. Grundy was good and it looked like he was going bigger at the start of the game. Like he was beaten Marshall. I think Marshall returns that he was rucking. He was beating him for like the first quarter, so I expected a bit bigger, but 126 you take it. And Gorn's just being like on a downward slope, which you could say it's because he's going forward a lot, but they showed like the percentages and stuff, but he's still playing so much ruck. Like I think it's like 80-20, something like that, or like 85-15. He's not playing as much forward as like you think he is. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, off year, off couple of weeks. He started the year pretty good. Obviously there's still no reason to not start him. Next year everyone puts Grundy Gorn. Everyone does it. Unless something happens, like I don't know, Grundy gets traded to another team. Even then I'd still probably start him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Reeves didn't return. Maybe he does at some point, who knows. Zeeble and Hall are just so good. They're just, I love these dudes. They're just kicking it in the back line. Two bros kicking it in the back line. Yeah, that 73 last week. Sure, I'll take it. The North back line is the perfect Supercoach forward line somehow. Dusty 86. I thought it would be a bit bigger, but they did. It was only 10 points, the final score, but it felt like a lot more. Like it felt like Gold Coast blew them out. Honestly, they didn't have Greenwood. Corbett went out. I don't think Zach Smith, is that his name? The ruckman didn't play. Yeah, that's the thing. Hind 87. I'll take I'll take that because that's pretty much his average. He's averaging 92. He's playing his role. Anywhere between 87 to 95 is pretty much his season. Look, 98, 85. Anywhere between 85 and 95 is just his score. And honestly, there's not many better options that are gonna be consistent. Like, there's Toby Green, but he put up a bad game this weekend. So yeah, I like the consistency of Hind over Toby Green, over I can't remember who was there now, but yeah. Langford, goddammit Stringer, the weekly goddammit Stringer segment. As soon as I bring him in, Stringer goes off. Damn it, Stringer. Yeah, surely Stringer can't hold up. The tank's got to, put him forward, and he's just up forward the whole game. The whole game's up there. Or, someone land on his leg or something. Who knows? Coleman Jones left the game with a calf injury. It definitely wasn't because he was bad, and Richmond didn't know how to use him as just this extra tall. It was a calf injury, which just happened off the field at halftime with no reports. He wasn't even grabbing at his calf during the game. Just a calf injury. Okay. See if he comes back. Apparently, Nankervis is in contention to return this week, so have a look. See what happens. And Madden broke his hand, or fractured his hand, something like that. That came out I feel like it was on the day of lineups, so we'll see what happens there. And the mid bench was just terrible. Newcomb was good, but Edwards is just so... Because everyone returned, he's just playing such a bad role. I feel like West Coast has got to start this rebuild. You can't lose by almost 100 and go, we've still got a team here, let's keep building in the offseason. No. Cut it, rebuild. Just rebuild, dude. It won't even take long. It'll take 2 years, 3 years max, and then you'll be good again. Yeah, and in that time, I think Edwards would be good. Yeah, for trades though, kind of got a bit of a, miracle. I don't know what you'd call it. It was unexpected. I didn't think this would happen. But for the defense, so I can either go two things. I can go Madden to defense. I feel like I finished the team this week. If Madden returns, I might not make a trade. It depends. If Madden returns. If he doesn't, then I'm probably going to rock this. Keep Madden in the forward line. I think eventually he will return. If it's not this week, maybe next week or the week after. I think eventually he returns. What am I doing? Alright, so I need a defender. That is 102k. There we go. I was having a look before. I couldn't find anyone that might play. Pardon me. I was just, looking through some VFL scores and, waffle scores, whatever. I couldn't really find anyone that's going to get a game, which is a bit disappointing. The closest I found was, which is originally why I had a Madden Defense. It's not letting me do it now. Come on, please. There we go. Now I'm moving. Was Giovanni? What was his name? Giovanni. Where is he? Yeah, here. Ginnivan. He had 4 goals on the weekend. Collie would need goals, so maybe there's a chance. I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's an actual forward or what. If he's tall, then I could see Mason Cox out for him, but I don't think he's tall. I wish this showed you. This should have a just quick player thing there. That's the only one I could see that was a chance, but I doubt it. But yeah, anyway. I want at least one playing bench forward because I don't trust any of these guys with injuries. Who did I have? I had a Chug. Again, there's maybe a 1% chance he comes in. Like, you know, at this point of the season, everyone that's going to debut has already done it. So yeah, forwards that I can afford. Number 1, Bailey Dale. I'm thinking that this is the no-brainer. Just bring in Bailey Dale. He's got a good average, 95. His games pretty much go 111, 60, 111, 60. 111. He had 152 in one game. I don't remember that. Yeah, that's the only thing, right? He can put up a couple of bad scores. He got a 60 here and a 50. 70 isn't great as well. So there are bad games possible, but if we look at them, yeah, well, they're all games where he had under 20 kicks. When he has under 20 kicks, he doesn't score well, which, I mean, okay, 1 + 1 does equal 2, that's cool. But, it all, oh damn it, it finally came up, didn't it? Yeah, I've lost my train of thought because of that. I think Bailey Dale's good. If I bring him in, that's team finished, bar an injury, and if there is an injury, it's the end of the world. It is the end of the world, unless it's, I don't know, someone expensive like a Lions or something. Then he can just sideways pretty easily. But yeah, if I was to make a trade, I'm not 100% sure I do, this would be it. I don't see better options. Actually, there are some good options. Degoe looks good. I'm thinking about going Degoe and keeping extra money in case of an injury. Degoe was good. And there was also Matthew Kennedy from Carlton. Kind of out of nowhere. I've never heard his name before. But then I had a look at the game. And he was good. I mean, what do you have, like 20 touches, round about. Kicked the goal. Good efficiency. Had a lot of the ball in the fourth, which is what you like to see. Good time on ground. Ticked all the boxes. And he's 417k, round about. Yeah, I think he's a good player if you really need a budget option. Apart from that, though, when you go like the step up but not below, maybe Heaney's in there. I don't actually know his price off the top of my head. I'll have a look. 350. That's an option. I don't like the option, but that is an option. And if you really want to do something crazy, and I mean, it could work out for you. Honestly, it is Paddy Dow, the man, the myth, the legend. Somehow he was on track for a 40 touch game in like this, I think at halftime he had like 20 touches at half, something like that. No, he had 10 touches in the first. I don't know where that came from. He's actually had 2 good weeks. The only thing here is someone is injured for him to be playing this much inside mid time. When the start of the season, this happened, he was not playing inside mid. He was the wing. He was some like shitty half forward role, whatever it was. This is a different role, so maybe there's something there. You know, if you really need the budget option, he's under 300k. That's the cheapest you're gonna find. That's actually some talent. But yeah, that's about it this week. Hope yous are all going good with your teams. I think everyone's either in this situation or their team's complete. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Tasty out.